For anyone that missed last time, here's kind of where we are on this. Yeah, pre-end game here. So, while I was trying to figure out what on earth this actually meant, for context here, basically there is nothing that is quote-unquote psionically stronger than, wait, is that actually what they said? Yeah, wasn't sufficiently powerful. The only thing psionically stronger in the base game than the Praetors here were the, what are they called? It was the High Praetor, so the last boss there. So, anyway, didn't want to spend forever trying to, capture every single freaking thing in the universe, trying to figure out what on earth the actual end game is, so I went ahead and dug through the forums a quick second, and from what I gather, what we need is apparently the Terror Mission variant for whatever reason, and apparently we also need a Dreadnaught core for some reason. So, anywho, yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. So, supposedly, and bear in mind I've reached out to each of the creators of the mod. All I got was one, maybe, of a confirmation. So, yeah, we'll just assume that's correct and go from there. I mean, honestly, it bugged me way more than it should have, because it's like, here's the end game. Nope, gotta go do some more. But, either way. Now, the way that I figure it, as far as the Terror Mission variant, I mean, they're pretty much guaranteed to spawn. It's kind of a situation where, realistically, we can probably just hit the thing with a few stun rockets, grab it, and run. So we don't necessarily have to wrap it all up, though realistically, if we're at the point of capturing it, we've probably already gained some ground and can do it anyway. But there is the possibility that it'll be an easy fix. Yesterday I kind of forgot to start the stream, so long story short, we missed a mission here. It was for a random carrier. I thought it might have it on there. It didn't. Anyway, so yeah, cargo ship. I kind of want to do the cargo ship actually. I had a Dreadnaught down here, but we ended up taking some losses on the carrier, so let's just give that a quick second. Oh. Wait, what? Well, apparently that's gone again. Okay. So that's just gone now? Yeah. Alright. So... nah, whatever. Well, we need to wait for the ship to make it back anyway. Alright, Matter-G Heavy is finished. Does that mean we can make the thing now? Where was it? No, we still need a few more cores. Yeah, when I was looking through, there's a whole bunch of stuff that can potentially be made here. So we'll see what comes out of that exactly. Scorcher is finished. Where does that leave us? Very close. So, yeah, if these things... oh wait, those are singularity cannons. Well, if the minigun by any chance drops 3 cores... did it drop 3 cores? Alright, well this is basically the XCOM equivalent of blue balls right here. Supposedly it's a minigun with rifle, sniper rifle range or something like that. We got everything except for 71 out of the 72 ballistic cores. Do I have... like, I'm fairly certain I already looked through everything last time. I mean, last time not a whole lot of time actually passed. It was basically just do the mission, because I was already on the way to the Dreadnaught. And then that one spawned. I was like, ooh, look at carrier. Maybe that unlocks the Valkyrie. And so we did that one. Who did we end up losing? I think Flying Fix was one of them. Where was it? Or Shade and Milky Way. There we go. That ended up going down to that. So, yeah. Wait, did we lose Flying Fix? Or was it... were they lost? I think they were lost in the one before that, but... either way, on a more positive note, though, looking at all the Sonic stuff that we have a ton of cores for, can't help but notice that that is a frickin' insane amount of damage on there, actually. So Precision Sonic might actually replace rocket launchers, by the looks of it. I mean, this is just the Mark I variant, so I don't... We'll see, we'll see. The canon versions, I'm sure, might be kind of insane, because they all already do really high damage without... Oh. Yeah, just airstrike that, I think. Can we reasonably take that? Because 22 Seasons isn't bad. Wraiths, not ideal, but cheesable at the start of the map. 16 Xenomorphs, I mean, I think I'd prefer a huge amount of them with the amount of flamethrowers we've got going on. Because we eventually have to take one of those anyway. Let's see what we have. Because I forget if it was shown off last time, but the Enforcer mech, dude, that thing is good. Really, really good. Again, a little salty about how late into the game we're getting and all that, but oh well. So yeah, the Sky Dancer here. This thing shreds like crazy. It's functionally a combination of all the previous stuff. So like the Gauss thing with the explosions, the rail thing with the firing really fast, and just having a ton of ammo on there. It's basically the explosion thing, except with almost infinite ammo. It's great. But okay. So... Alright, what do we got here? Funnily enough, I tried to dupe the axes, and a bunch of units ended up dead, so we do not have more axes. I really hope that's not the final axe. You know, I've never seen a Mark IV of anything yet, but I feel like the axes are one of those things that must have one, though the way I'm understanding the melee weapon progression, it was like, it was knife, or it was baton, then it was knife, for essentially just speed plus damage. Or reactions plus damage. I'm just referring to reactions and speed in this case. And then it turned into axe for just going all in on the damage, and then it turned into swords for going for a mix of speed and damage, which, okay, you know, cool progression there. But then, yeah, that was kind of it. So I'm thinking the cargo ship we can take with just EMP rockets. So if I just do a bunch of them loaded up with stuns, miniguns, all that kind of thing. Maybe one of them loaded up with APs, just in case some of the crazy stuff ends up coming around. Because yeah, the only thing is Xenomorphs do not go down to stun rockets, but I mean, flamethrowers handle them really well. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. Yeah, I think Trafalgar can come back as a Ripper now. Let's see, Sonic Heavy, 120 times 6. I mean, it's already insanely good. Like, how are the railguns looking, out of curiosity here? Because Rail Heavy by this point is 110 with 25 mitigation. This is the Rail 2. So I have a feeling Sonic is going to be the final, like, ultimate tier of everything here. I mean, 140 with burst shots here for the Sonic Rifle. That thing's... I mean, the locals, no wonder they've been doing so well. I mean, 120 damage on frickin' basic pistols, that's just nuts. Alright, yeah, so we need a lot of flamethrowers. I mean, we've got some stun launchers and that kind of thing, but the majority are going to have to be stuff like this. Although, I think what I want to do is give them each a stun launcher just in case. I mean, the main reason I'm interested in that Dreadnaught right now, there's no tanks. It's not mentioning any tanks anyway. Also, in a little bit of a side unit. Apparently they actually factor in the weight of the uniform. And the helmet and all that. Never really noticed that before. Yeah, especially if they're going in with just flamethrower, we might as well dedicate 2 slots to this. Seems like a good way to have everything safe. Nice, amazing plasma throwers. Nice 3 reloads there. Give a bunch of little mini medkits for the remainder, and that should be a pretty solid loadout there. And yeah, the more I look at it, the more I keep thinking, you know what, at some point I do want to actually try the NG+2 version. I know I got really frustrated at the end of this one, but knowing what I know now, it's pretty easy to avoid. The more I think about it though, that extra challenge from NG+2 might be really dang awesome. Not like it hasn't been challenging already, but man, I feel the context of it would be a lot more sensible. Maybe I'm just being dumb on that, who knows? But I can definitely see a lot of this stuff making a lot more sense in that one. Because for one thing, you wouldn't be able to rely on plasma throwers. From what I've been told, they just straight up stop working around Phase 3. Just because everything's armor is going to be higher, everything's resistances are going to be better, and your overall attack goes down by like 50%, so those things would be functionally worthless. I'd assume stun rockets... I don't know how area damage... Like, I'd assume chemical stuff in general would work a lot better in that one. But, again, that's based off nothing so far. Truth be told, a lot of my frustration with it has largely been because I want to... there's a bunch of runs that I want to do, and can't exactly do so while this is still out. Specifically, there were a couple of vanilla Xeno runs that I actually wanted to do, and supposedly a bunch of stuff can go wrong if you try to mess around with it in ways that you shouldn't. So, you know, holding off on that. Stuns are good. Wait, did we lose the other mag minigun? Yeah, they got pasted. Well, at least one of them made it back. Alright. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 flamethrowers, is that gonna be enough? Alright, a slight change in loadout. This goes down here, this goes down here. Have a couple go down here, this one gets replaced here, and then I need a quick load flamethrower. Because yeah, this applies to everything. Like, I feel like flamethrowers, rocket launchers are probably the ones that it makes the most sense for. But just the whole drop one weapon, use another kind of situation. Pretty handy there. And in fact, I think rather than... Don't we have an... Yeah, their accuracy would be amazing with this. I think what we want is to test out this thing, because I've never had anyone to test it. Let's take those two, take one of these. I think we'll just do something like this. Worst case scenario, they can just dupe infinite ammo. I know it's cheesy, I know. Like, there's no need to even bring that up. I don't know. All the balance feels really weird right now. So, because yeah, it doesn't mention any drones of any kind. It mentions that it's all xenomorphs. So what that's telling me is kind of stick around the entrance, set up a line. It's a farm, so it should be really good for it. Like, hopefully it's the one with a bunch of concrete walls. The question is, do we just do the cargo ship first? Because they're going to be around for about the same amount of time. Let's see. Cargo's all Androns, though. Cruiser... Carrier... Have we taken one of these? No, I just did. Yeah. Okay. In fact, I know how to do this cargo thing. Where's this one? Sunshine Island? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna do several things. Also, holy crap, we're up to 76 mil, apparently. I mean, the money's just duplicating itself at this point. What was I doing here? Right, I was going to this. I needed to transfer an EMP rocket over to Sumtry Land. One EMP charge, one EMP rocket. Transfer them suckers. So that'll give an entire party's worth of materials there. The A-team can go attempt this one. I mean, what's left of the A-team anyway. I feel like our odds were way better with the first team. I probably should have just gone for this instead of the other one, but then there's a decent chance we basically would have had a Dreadnaught that it was like, hey, guess what? We just caught a Dreadnought. But, you know, honestly, if it had already been done, I would not be redoing that one. Because, like, some of these ones take so long that I'm still kicking myself for that first base thing. Which, actually, the more that I think about it, it probably would have failed anyway. Because we got to the Praetor, but that wasn't the big fight. Getting out was the big fight. But, again, that was good timing on that. Alright. You return, get a nice happy shuttle. What's on that? Sebs, Heredians, Reapers. Okay, whatever comes back or doesn't from this one needs to go do that one. Because that's essentially unlocking the sniper minigun. Alright, now. Alright, that one's good to go. Actually, wait, just one sec here. Also, hi there, Annihilator. Alrighty, and back. So let's see. How did I get a Pride Reward without using the bits? I don't know. Were you kind of feeling particularly gay today or something? I don't know how any of that works, I'll be honest. Like, Twitch just sort of does its things, and occasionally people are glad about it. So there's that. Yeah, I'm assuming it's like emotes and things. But yeah, I'd imagine there's probably a decent bit of celebration going on there lately, given the whole civil rights thing finally happening. That took a kind of embarrassingly long amount of time, gotta say. I mean, we're kind of supposed to be a global superpower. Anyway, alright. See, a friend found FF for PS2, asked him to share the ISO. Nice, nice. Yep, for some reason, yeah, trying to emulate, for anyone that doesn't know, trying to emulate Formula Front on the PS2, getting a hold of the ROM is a weird process. For some reason, you have to find chunks of it and then reassemble it. Most of the PS2 games that I've seen, they're just kind of there, so I don't know if nobody cared, or maybe there's some conspiracy behind it, but either way, it's weird times. Now, the question is, how good will these EMP rockets be? I mean, if this team does well, there's always, I suppose, the possibility that we'll be able to send in, you know, somebody else. Maybe send them after the shuttle. They can get slaughtered in a whole new way there. Really should send these guys a stun rocket. See, it works because we each have our own little personal base Jesus. Just like, here we go, I have one rocket, and now they're 50. See, conspiracy, yes, let's find a creepy way to put it. People who owned the ISO died in mysterious ways after attempting to dump it. Now just 9-ball showed up. Look, I'm sorry, there can only be one functional AI. But sir, you don't understand, these AIs are incredibly stupid! No, you don't understand, this will eventually become the greatest AI ever. You can only have the PSP version. But it's the same AI! Yes, but it doesn't get the hidden levels. You can't hack it! You can hack some stuff into it anyway. They went haywire. No, there's just too much AI on the disk. It just immediately explodes the computer if you try to dump it. They had to split it up into several parts. And then the original disk had to be chucked into Mordor. Makes sense. It's the new lore. Or they just couldn't handle the awesomeness that is the base theme. Honestly, that theme is so much better than it has any right to be. Actually, come to think of it, I have it in... I have it up over here. I was actually thinking about playing it. Screw it, let's have some Formula Front theme. Apparently we're on the same wavelength today. I don't actually know which one of these are what, so screw it, we're just gonna have Formula Front off in the background here. Sour, please, suspense? What? Did your English circuit break, sir? On a bit of a side note, oh, you found Rumble. Good job. You gonna go build him a car with your magnets? Okay, good job. On a weird note, speaking of broken mechanics, though, so my wife and I have been basically riding our bikes around as much as we can to, try to get back into shape and all that kind of thing. And so we got these bikes off of Facebook Marketplace before all the nonsense hit, and always looking all right. So we started riding them. Hers ends up having a whole bunch of issues with the seat, so I end up repairing that several times. And with mine, it winds up being something weird with the gears, but I don't really know enough about bikes to mess with the gears and understand any of it. So anyway, I'm messing around with it, figure everything's fine. I get halfway over to her workplace and the friggin' chain falls off. And so, sitting there figuring out what exactly is wrong there. After a little while, I figure out how to assemble it all back together. And then I find out, you know what? My legs have been burning, everything's been breaking in half, I've been feeling like driving this bike is complete suffering and thought I was just that out of shape. It turns out I had the resistance on the thing set to maximum. I was like, why is it so hard to go everywhere? I must suck. I don't get this, but yeah. Turns out, giant wheel in front, small wheel in back, good. Other way around, not so much. So yeah. That was a situation. Also, holy crap, this guy's name. Tor Eilif Hargout! Man, this is the most Viking dude to ever frickin' spawn. Everything about this guy, dude. I need to get a picture of this ridiculousness. What the hell? Viking Supreme over here. The Norwegian Hergens Jaeger York Command, or whatever the hell that is. Whatever, sure. Dang, dude. Let's see. You don't have better Twitch TV to show that GIF, and your stream chat does, and then your pants tore up? What? Alright, I think this guy can fit one more rocket in his pants. He's gonna be a little bit overweight here, but that's okay. He's mana. You know what, screw it. He doesn't need this rocket launcher. He needs an axe. Get this man an axe. What is this? He's too Viking to not have an axe. Dang, man. I hope he makes it. Alright. It's over here. What? Oh yeah, armor, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, he doesn't have anything. That's fine. Them suckers are gonna go ahead to this cargo ship. And this completely won't backfire in any way, don't worry about it. Actually, let's see. 2, 1, 5, 6... 12, they've got like 16 rockets. Can they make it? Man, those odds really suck. I mean, they can try. Let me see if they have a vehicle to send with them. Drastically improve their odds. Although, funnily enough, yeah, if we're talking about pants getting torn up, funnily enough, that actually did sort of happen. Because you know how you do the occasional, like, standing up and crunching down with your feet kind of thing to recover a little bit? Getting a little bit of momentum and all that? Was trying to do that and made the mistake of going bike riding in, like, basketball shorts. So I sit down and, like, it goes all the way around the friggin' bike seat. So, anyway, suddenly I end up pulling over, driving into the grass. Wife turns around, is looking at me all confused, and like, I'm sorry, I got pantsed by my bike. Man. Alright, do these guys actually have a vehicle? Yeah, they have a defender. Hell yeah, you're going out. Actually, wait, let's get a pulse laser. Against androns? I mean, it's better than this anyway. Eh, it's something. It's something. We'll take some hits for him. They might be able to do it. I wouldn't say I believe in them so much as it's technically possible. Sonic Rifle Mark II, now it's up to 170. Like, I think once these end up getting all the way up there, it's probably gonna be the new go-to, which makes me glad that I've got so many energy cores. I think the Sonic Heavies, Sonic Cannons, all that kind of thing, all the stuff we can use with Ripper suits will probably shred stuff real good. Because if the trend continues, they're probably going to be like 300 damage or something like that. Which, given the difficulty we're on, will end up scaling up, I think, like 25% or so? What was I thinking with this engagement exactly? Nope. Alright. What's on this one? Praetor, Reaper, Heridians, Civilians. We already have one of those. If we take it... we'll leave it for now. If this one goes astoundingly well, maybe we'll get something. But yeah, so I tested a few things before this, so I'm hoping I figured out the weird launching and crashing issue. Because I noticed so it kept getting stuck when it was launching, it kept getting stuck when it was loading missions and all that kind of thing. I was going and just basically letting it run for a while, letting it get stuck and seeing what was opening in the background. And so I think it was my antivirus the whole time. We'll see. We'll see. But we'll see. It's a Dreadnaught, it's going to take a while to load. And if all goes well, I don't really know how today's going to go. But if all goes well, we might do some Xeno 2 today. You know, if the up for it's are happening. As much as I want to wrap up this run, it's looking less and less realistic because there's 5 days till that Felseal DLC happens. And it feels like every time it's just like the goalpost keeps getting pushed back. So, you know. Okay, what do we got here? We got one Wraith. Are you in a good spot to take that out? Heckin' yeah, you are. Nice. What's that about? Alright, that is one. Oh, we got that nice sweet map edge. Bernie's going out. Oh, sweetness, we ended up getting... Please tell me it's not one of the ones with the side doors. Because if we got a perfect wall right there... Oh, that'd be good. That'd be such a good spawn if this is how I think it's going. I need my snipey way back somewhere. Alright, give me some eyes over here, just make sure this is all good. Yeah, I forget if this has any alternate doors into it. Like, I think battleships are only the 2 pads in front and then the front door. Side doors are a carrier thing. And then they usually don't like going around the back, so we should be safe, I hope. Gonna give that a little bit of an eyeball. Oh, sweet goodness. Oh, it's so beautiful. The defensiveness of this spot is so good. Alright, yeah. So we might be in an almost unbelievably fantastic spot here. I don't like how they spawn into the ship, though. And before anyone says it, yes, I know you can control where they are on the ship. I didn't do that. Anyway, so there needs to be... There's 11 wraiths. Where do I have a pen here somewhere? I'm gonna keep a tally. Things go wrong every time I try to keep a tally of wraiths. Don't ask me why. It's just 100% guaranteed. So yeah, minigun up front. Because if we can secure these 2 buildings, I'd assume they had 2 spawns in here. One nail launcher back there. Like, this isn't a bad move with Evan. Alright. Have any kind of shot here? Well, I'm thinking it's best to just nail it right there. He goes down, the other guy might get himself knocked out. Alright, and hi there, Safe Sloth. Interesting laser rainbows there. So look at your chat. Oh wait, Ghosts and Ghouls Part 2. When? I don't know. Eventually, also never. But no, funnily enough, I actually did try other versions of it as soon as that stream was done, and yeah, you know what? They're good. Really did like the other ones. But that particular one you were recommending, dude, that thing was a dumpster fire. Is that a bad? Heckin' yeah, it's a bad. See, I'm thinking to play a good time consuming game for PSP or Vita when I get one. Something grindy but still fun to play and has mechs or any sort of robot. Super Robot Wars. I mean, I don't know if there's an actual, you know, PSP/Vita one, but I kind of consider anything that can run on any old system something that can run for the Vita. It's like one of those interesting situations where everything runs for it. Oh, by the way, I should probably explain earlier, the reason that I picked him for the reload situation here, 44 time units, he can't actually reload that. So you'd have to drop it, hand it off to somebody else to have the prerequisite 50 TUs to reload it. It's just a weird way that the mechanics are handled in this. Okay. So, explaining what just happened in this turn. This kind of movement would require them to either put themselves exposed or to come out this way. Either way, they're probably not attacking from that angle, because this is the only one that we know of. If they try to go this way, they'll just get knocked out. These are blind tiles to them, so they might just knock themselves out using it. This area might get an attack. I might just put a stun rocket right here, so that they run into that. This area is very unlikely, because they usually don't like covering the entire back area there. I expect maybe 3 to 4 Wraiths to suddenly pop in and surround us next round. So there's that. And, yeah, that should be everything covered. I just need to figure out where Evan is. Can you get back down? Heck yeah, you can. Just give me one quick scan of the area. And there we go. Sounds like a good turn to me. Yeah, they're gonna have to go that way now. So we know where they're hiding. Somebody got 8. There's one Wraith. Perfectly right in line with the minigun right there. Actually, there's a flamethrower in front of him, but there's a minigun right behind him. So we'll just take that approach. Actually, no. Because we probably want minigun on... Okay, the guy on the top left. Okay, he's unnerved. That could be a problem. Oh, that's a cool truck you built there. Yeah, you got your Paw Patrols in there? Oh, or that guy will take care of our job for us. See, 9-Ball and FF has a good soundtrack? Yeah, I mean, FF has some iffy ones, but for the most part, it's awesome. Like, by and large, are pretty stellar. So we need one flamethrower there. This dude is awesome. Like, this one's about ready to fall down. What do I have? Like, yeah, there's no way she can make that shot. Funnily enough, at full TUs, she can actually make 2 snapshots with the heavy sniper. It's the power of that heavy armor there. Yeah, I don't think I have any lighter methods to take this guy down. He's slowed down to the point that, honestly, that guy can probably just be left. Okay, so what this comes down to is... Let's see, you've got 47, you've got 44. This is the one that's going to have to make the shot here. Let's start with that. So there we go, that's him gone. Now, you're gonna scout. Yeah, so he's right there. So, 52 to fire. Right, at least suppressed, he shouldn't be too much of a threat. This one needs to move forward. Quick Wraith check. This one's gonna watch this way. See, we got suppressed. Wait, what? Oh, that one survived. Okay, that's problematic. Also, we should probably switch over to somebody else so he's not firing. Could try this. That didn't work out too well. It's actually really problematic. Alright, whatever, we'll just roast him. Potential resource waste from that, but it's safe. If we can get that tile. Come on, give me the magic pixel here. You fixed it? Ah, that's really cool looking. That's really colorful. Do you know where the rest of your magnets are? Where are they? It's a rainbow? Well, that's fitting for this month. Alright, let's see. That's 1 and 2. Do a little bit more scouting here. Alright, got another Wraith right there. No rockets on hand to put her to sleep from far away. Yeah, this lady needs to get back here, though. See, that right there is the power of this mech right now. This friggin' Enforcer cannon is amazing. The guy was hiding under the best cover in the game and just got completely sweeped. And ammo-wise, that took only 16 of its 400 rounds. So this thing's got some longevity to it, too. It's friggin' BGM. Smobab, someone said that younger 6-year-olds are smarter than most older years. I think it's just more they ask more questions, so they have more inferences, they haven't gotten into as many routines. Like, I find with my 2-year-olds and all that, they generally, well, 2 and 3-year-old, generally speaking, they'll end up going around and making a lot more interesting observations about things just because they're trying to understand it all. See, make it red and call it Guido so it shoots 3 times more. Yeah, I don't know. It's already got the laser shoddy arms. It's already doing pretty well. I mean, I'm assuming this is probably the final weapon for the Max, because it's basically doing. I think it said it does split ballistic and energy damage, so it does the same damage against everything. So like this thing is designed to annihilate with a single shot. Alright, let's get some scouting done. Alright, we got one dude there. Anything else you can tell me? That's a rainbow. I suppose so. You got rainbows on there too? That's really cool. Good job. You're welcome. There we are. Alright, so... And so far we're looking acceptably good here. Probably gonna have the launchers go pick up some local weapons or something. Actually, might put this guy to a little bit of a nap to take his rail shotty. We'll see. And yeah, we'll have her kneel down pretty soonish. You can go pick your launcher back up. This guy's gonna get ready to be accurate. Sponge is gonna continue to be Sponge. Figure maybe here might be better. Just gonna continue leaving these as danger tiles. Hopefully they'll take their turn, run around to this side. Yeah, one more tile this way wouldn't be a bad idea. As armor should keep them safe, worst case scenario. This guy's gonna be ready to run around the corner. You're here on Xenomorph duty in case any decides to run through that way. And I think that's everyone's turn. And we'll run the Mac backwards. Final move. And then lastly, we'll get Evan on the ground here. What I should be doing is giving him a knife right now. Actually, doesn't one of you have a melee weapon on you? No. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. He's got a little zappy gun. That shouldn't even shred much armor off him. So, by the way, cool thing. For Xeno 2, I was saying that I wish for Xeno 1 that they would have a visual indicator of how their armor's doing. Xeno 2 has that. And it seems like they're gonna be adding more of that as time goes on. But instead of the way that it's handled in this one, it's essentially like it kind of functions more like FFT/One Vision in a way, in which it basically adds an extra health pool, but that health pool only applies in cases where the armor takes effect. So that's gonna be a cool one to figure out. But again, hopefully we'll be doing some of that later today. Hi there, Blackberry Persian Cat. It's a very specific name you got there. Nice to meet you. And yeah, that mech should be able to turn around and wipe those two, no problem. This is why I was saying, if it's this kind of map, I mean, I expected a completely different map, but a lot of the farm maps are fantastic against Cesians. Like, it just hard counters a lot of the stuff that they do, especially in this case where the UFO is taking up half the map in itself. So they basically do well in places where they have a whole bunch of cover. They can pop out and keep taking pot shots and suppress units and get all their psi off and get people panicking, that kind of thing. And then they also occasionally do really well in close quarters where they can overwhelm you with the Xenomorphs. If it's this kind of thing where it's completely open, we can pretty much counter everything they do. It's good times. It's good times. And I'll take minigun shots where I can. Flamethrowers are there as a guaranteed kill. I'm not seeing anything down that way. Still safe on those tiles. Alright, and it's RoboCop that's actually been taking the most damage on the nose here. So we gotta keep that in mind. Sweet existence you used to have there, sir. I mean, it's just so good. It's not like it hasn't even used a quarter of its ammo so far. It's gotten what, like 4 kills now? Oh no. Evan got mind controlled. Well, Evan is gonna take a nap. What? Huh? Yeah, I was gonna say. I know, no, you're not suddenly immune to gas. I think it must have either rolled low or been a visual glitch there. Nothing is immune to gas at this point. It's still 7 wraiths unaccounted for before we move forward. So I keep going back and rechecking these areas. I'm expecting them to teleport in behind us. Yeah, I know the sound isn't there, but that wouldn't be the first time. Now the unfortunate part is Evan was our scout, so we're gonna have to take a minute to sort that situation out. You're gonna have to reload. Go ahead and drop him a shock rocket to deal with some Xenos. Sponge, you're also out. Go ahead and drop... I think we'll have Sponge go pick up on the locals there. I don't want to use all these launchers because I expect it's going to take like 4 or 5 rockets to... Wait a minute. This isn't... Maybe it is the Praetor we need. From what I've read, it's supposed to be a different variant that we need, but I don't know. Honestly, I'm not confident enough in that to not go for that strategy, so I'll just go ahead and end the turn there. Let's see. Watching tactics content on YouTube? Well, thank you for watching all those, and we will have more TO kind of stuff soonish. Right now, I'm just trying to finish off this particular run because Felseal is dropping its whole massive expansion pack of the DLC in like 5 days, and this run is so close to the end. It's been a year, so trying to wrap that one up. Actually, the level 1 run for Tactics Ogre is that's one I'm still grinding out on my Vita there. Basically, I went back a few fights, went and decided to go for the base stats approach because, quite frankly, that route was... I don't know why I went that route. Every part of it was the worst possible idea. So, who knows. But yeah. What's up, kiddo? Yeah, you need puppy pals? Well, I see your breakfast is still on the table. You eat your eggies, you get puppy pals. Okay, thank you. Let's see. FromSoft never did remakes. They didn't do them themselves. They farm them out to other places. The few times that they did remakes themselves, they generally kept getting panned over and over for just doing really badly on the technical side of things. So, also, by the way, one of them just teleported in somewhere. It's like, for example, the DS remake and all that kind of thing. And then DS Remastered. And all the ports that they did. So, let's see, Devolver was one of the ones they... Devolver was one of the ones that they went with, and there was some other one that recently was doing the Demon Souls remake, but they've generally been farming them out to other places because they know they can do them better. Which is good. Honestly, if somebody does an Armored Core remake, I would prefer it to be somebody relatively impartial. Because you just know. Yeah, you got an egg? Good stuff. Make sure you eat your eggies, okay? They're good for you. So you never did an AC remake? No, but that's what I was saying earlier. When it comes to AC, the odds are pretty good. Because when they were taking polls for what people wanted to see, that was basically right under Demon Souls. So I'd say the odds are pretty fantastic. Alright, come on, take this guy out. We rolled good! Oh yeah! I think that guy is the ship operator. I'm not sure, but I think so. Alright. Let's see if there's anyone up here. What do you see? Oh. What you see is a target for Dreadnaught. I greatly concur on that front. Okay, where's Barnes? Barnes is over there. Barnes is going to go ahead and drop a shock rocket. Go around this corner, because we've now got Xenos coming in. Shock rockets should do something against them. Like, I figured it's probably going to be 2 of them to take out 1. But as long as they're picking up the rockets for now. Okay, he can actually load it. She would not have been able to. But we know for a fact there is a Wraith somewhere nearby. I mean, presumably nearby. I don't know. Maybe they picked a different spot or something. Get RoboCop reloaded. And let's get you back over here. Still hilarious to me that the mech actually avoids, tries to avoid the stun gas. Oh no, my robot's gonna fall asleep. Alright, that's fine. Uh-oh. Rude. Just plain rude. Let's see, he took his counter turns. There's another one. See, FromSoft makes new IPs and then gives the rights to remake to other houses. Again, this is theory, because obviously they're unbelievably close-lipped to the point of almost being suspicious as a mafia organization or something, but they, in terms of their IPs, generally speaking, it seems like ever since they tried to do all those PC ports of the Souls games, it seems like they finally accepted, like, okay, we suck at making ports and remakes and that kind of thing, let's just not. I think they farmed out... I forget if they farmed out or if it was an in-house thing for the PSP remakes. Because now that I think about it, they did do remakes of those ones for the PSP, but I don't quite know what it is. Whatever it is, typically speaking, they suffer from a lot of technical issues and weird limitations, and I have to say the PSP remakes were pretty good. So, I don't know who did those, but yeah. Sekiro on PC was ported by Activision? Seems so, yeah. No, Sponge, what are you doing? Well, not ideal, but at least this one has a shock rocket, which this is the exact situation that I wanted. So now he can snapshot that sucker. Oh no, he's slightly too far away. Okay, I need you to hit that exactly right there, take out both these two. So now we've got a shotgun. No, that one's heavily damaged. In fact, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, I wish you could do a half burst with a flamethrower, but that'd be pretty broken. Alright. A little bit surprised that didn't suppress, actually. The suppression would have done the job just fine. Here, let's fire right about here. And then let's fire right here. Because I was really worried about this corner right here. If he touched that corner, he was dead. So I was being kind of careful about it. Anyways, that's another one down. So that leaves another 6 that we don't know about. Now this guy will be able to take his shotgun. As you've seen, the AI does not actually attack with shotguns, or any other things for that matter. Alright. That situation's looking relatively positive, so I'm gonna go ahead and march him back here, a little behind these tiles. You're good, you're good. Sponge is panicking for some reason. Yeah, it's fire. You're right. Fire's scary, huh? Yeah, we need to stay away from a fire, huh? It's getting away? Well, hopefully not. Hopefully the fire department shows up on time. Yeah, that's why we need to put water on it so it goes away, right? Why is there green water? Well, they just didn't take care of their water very well. Is what we're gonna go with. Where's the water? I don't know. The water's alright. I mean, I don't even see any water here, to be honest. It's on the ground. I don't see it, are you sure? Somebody's here taking it? Interesting. Ooh, that's really good. Huh, you know what? I think we'll actually have a sniper for the first time in the run. That'll handle that one. Why would you want to watch the fire? Oh, hello. Hang on one quick second. Okay, and back. Kiddo's got their puppy dog pals, and we're all good. Take one little peek around to make sure he actually has time to reload. Unfortunately, my scout is down at the moment, so we're going to take a few little risky moves here. See if this guy has anything on him. I'm going to reload some shock launchers in a bit. Gonna have to pick up some medkits for Max there. This guy's gonna stand by with a stun launcher. You might be wondering, by the way, why I only put medkits on a few of the characters. It's primarily because they're usually the ones that need healing, and they're usually around everybody else. So it's just the easier way to handle it. Alright, take a few spins here to get rid of his TUs. Now, Sponge left her launcher here, I believe. So she'll reload next round. I mean, I'm aware that the shock rockets aren't exactly astounding at this point, but they're really not meant to be either. They're just a good counter to a lot of the Xeno grunts, so if they end up getting in your face, you can just take a nice safe shot with it. Take an almost guaranteed safe knockout of them, collect their materials, and then, you know, you can collect any other things you need as well. Savage Jerky. Jeez. Yeah, none of this stuff is showing up on my end. I'm just seeing weird names for stuff. For example, if I were to go ahead and put one of these, it would just say Coffee 72 Bridgemaster. You know, and then I always hit enter and it just pops up another one for reasons, so yeah, it ends up looking weird. I just always assume enter is actually going to send out the message properly. Oh! The douche! See, here's the thing. It's going to barbecue that guy, but we don't really have much of a choice here. Unless we pull some 1000 IQ crap here. Do it. Alright. Weird. Huh. Alright. Sorry, I was just looking at something outside. So that guy's probably going down. Kinda curious if this'll work. Not so much. But if he tries to stay there or move, he'll probably get knocked unconscious. I think they've got like 200 health or something. I don't know if this is a safe move for him or not. It's probably a knockout. The circle should be about there. It might be a safe move for him. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna leave Krokama right there. He should react. What's his reaction like? Yeah, I mean, 13% timesing by the fact that that guy's gonna be attacking him should at least be okay chances to react. Let's see. Barnes. Need you to drop one of your portakits right there. It's not actually what it's called, but it totally should be. I'm gonna pick this up. Go, come on, hit him. Alright, so we'll have Evan back next round, provided nobody tosses a grenade right here. It's a very real possibility. Either way, we'll assume that situation handled. Here we should move Sponge and most of the other scouts out of the way. Their armor won't be able to take it. These guys are running lightning guns. That might be useful later. Huh, that is a weird map edge. This thing goes off the map. Oh well. Just Xenonauts things. You know, this actually might not be a bad move. Yeah, if we move you here, force him to only take bad moves. I mean, he should have bad accuracy. He should be basically blind from everywhere but here. Because that's blocked. That's partially blocked. This is mostly blocked, give or take. But, I mean, he's got stuff in the way, so it should be a bad shot. And I wouldn't mind him going there anyway. And Robocop's taking a couple of hits, but he's still in generally good shape. You don't say. Well, hello, sir. Got presents for you. And back up just a little bit and let them come. In fact, maybe back up a little bit more, so that the shots have a better chance to land on the hedge. There to be for improved faces. You can also use your and other channel emotes for free. Gotcha, gotcha. Oh, he's using a chemical gun. He's worthless anyway, and he's asleep, so okay. So that is 7 of the 11 accounted for. It was a crash land, so we can't expect that the other ones are just gone. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to which ones they send out, so I don't think the fact that it's the better variant would have meant anything. But so far so good. Like, just this map is so good. The only downside about it so far is that we've got a really long way to go to actually get to the door. Weird. Extra weird. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? That is the dumbest move you could have possibly made. Alright, whatever. We're gonna move him back in to protect him. He protect. He annihilate. Also, unlike the other variant, it actually doesn't vaporize stuff on impact, so that's nice too. Right. Snipey McGee, how would you like to be a hero? 7% chance? Do it. Worth a shot. Basic soldier variant. Looks like he's either running a chemical or standard version. I want to say that looks like a cannon, so he might not even be able to fire. Which would track out with the fact that he hasn't attacked. What do you see? You see a barbecue. Okay. Good to know. Remove, please. Yeah, flamethrowers are meant to be a hard counter to those guys. If you're wondering whether that part's intentional. Yeah, we can do an aggressive move here. I feel like it'll probably be too much for now. Just keep him in a suppression roll. And this may be a weird choice, but I'm thinking we're probably going to open up on the Praetor with the Plasma Rocket. Because, as far as I've seen, I want to say they've got like 800 to 1,000 health. So that should easily take off 600 of that, follow it up with a bunch of bunch of other rockets on top of that, a bunch of stun rockets and all that. It feels to me like the good play. Still gonna have Steven back here circling around to make sure our snipey's all safe. Because we're not in any position to be moving forward right now. Not safely anyway. The only reason I'm moving forward a little bit is to get Max here safe. You're gonna scout a little. What do you see? Alright, looks like a psionic variant. I believe we've already captured one of those, though. And it looks like a xenomorph right there. Right, yeah, Flamethrower's gonna go to town and all that. Yeah, this is why I haven't really been advancing anywhere. Because I know that they're going to be absolutely all over the place. Given that we haven't seen Dread pop up yet, I'm assuming the Praetor that was on this one probably died in the crash. See, and this is why you want a mech for this one. The best way to assault one of these is basically to drop a vehicle on top of the teleporter, drop a stun rocket through the front door, and then from there just kind of slowly wait till they stop coming. Oh, come on. They got Max. I mean, Max is currently harmless, so it's fine. It's just a little annoying. Alright, so what do we see? We're not attacking him. That's an annoyance. That is a guy with a cannon. We see the psionic guy. Alright. So you should be taking shots from there. They're probably just going to be moving and taking pot shots. And I think we're just going to take a double burst here. Alright, let's drop a building on top of him, sure. Alright, so we still got the xenomorph to deal with. Thing is, do we just let him run, or do we barbecue him? Because he's right there, so attacking... I'm gonna quick save it real quick, just in case I misclick this, because this is one of those cases where it's just such an awkward tile. And he's technically right there, meaning we have to click right above him. Let's just turn you slightly, at least I can... So I can still hit him, unfortunately. So now the mech's at half health, but... Alright. One xenomorph. Okie dokie. Yeah, stuff gets a little weird with their explosions. That's probably why they didn't use a whole lot of, like, retaliatory damage and all that kind of thing in the original version. It's just, the tiles are not precise enough to predict that kind of stuff. Feels a little weird. Alright, you're gonna circle around, make sure that it's still wraith free. Looks like we're good there. Conveniently saved us some time on loading things onto the dropship. Now, just in case shenanigans happen, because, you know, just AI things, so when the farmer was reaction firing, he used up all 6 rounds of his rail shotty. Max currently has no weapons except for an empty rail shotgun. If it magically reloads, I'm gonna be a little annoyed. Right, Annihilator, I will see you later. No, he's just off to the skies. Okay. Bye, Max. I must go, my people need me. See, the annoying part is sometimes they'll attack him anyway. Like, unlike... See, like, the funny part is in stuff like UFO defense or enemy unknown or something like that, you couldn't attack your, you couldn't attack mind-controlled units. So you'd have this hilarious thing where they're, you know, they mind-control your kernel or whatever else, and then you just retreat as soon as somebody's mind-controlled. And it was so friggin' easy to counter. Oh no! They got snipey! The surprise background ambush there. Oh, that is a bad move, sir. He just landed on top of his, on top of their ship. Alright. Sucks about snipey, we'll deal with that in a moment. Paste. And what's this shot looking like? Okay, would this be considered a fair reload if this does splash damage? Because this shouldn't. But this is one of those cases where I don't know the vertical tolerance of this gun. Okay, that's fine. There we go. So that is 8 of the 11 for certain pasted. I'm assuming this is one of them back here. You douche. Steven's gonna feel like such a failure going home. I forgot about this one being asleep, actually, so that works out nicely. We do need somebody with fingers back there, though. I think Evan's a good candidate for that, because he's already got his med kit. And I think Evan's actually going to take over sniper duty here. What's his accuracy like? 51, that's pretty awful. Trafalgar. You're first in, make sure everything's all clear. I love this theme. These cheesy old guitar riffs, man. And the red variant down there. I tried, I was part of the team. Right. But yeah, this robot needs to back off for sure. And then we're gonna need to sneak Sponge around. Yeah, we need to get Sponge on that door. Behind, just to be sure. Probably gonna take like 4 turns or so, get her to about... Ah, there's that thing in the way. Depends on if there's an opening back here, because I want her around here to make that shot. That's just a shock rocket too. I need proper stun launchers for that. So just gonna have to have some heavy variants going that way. Krolcom is just gonna make sure there's nothing else around this side. So we've got 1 actual casualty. Everyone else, so far so good. And I wish we would get an update on the direwolf already. Like, the stuff's decent enough, and it'll hold up sort of okay to ballistic and energy right now. You just do your thing, Max. But yeah, if it gets hit by anything chemical, they're just insta-dead. No questions asked. I should take a caution reload on him, but I need to keep him moving. Yeah, looks like there should be an opening back here. Which I guess Sponge can fly anyway, so it's fine. Just need to get her rearmed. Make sure that there's nothing down here. 2 heavies are going to clear the way. Let's pull one of these with you. His thermal resistance should be pretty up there. So you should take relatively minor damage, if anything. And yeah, Evan's also gonna go do that. I think this guy is gonna go handle snipey duty. Whatever his accuracy is, I'm sure it isn't as bad as 50. By the way, that stop there, it actually wasn't from him noticing, or from her noticing something. It was from the AI realizing it couldn't actually make the full flight and changing its mind. And why are we lagging really bad? There we go, it's back now. Max might just get shot down here. That's why I was confident in moving the mech up. Because if they move out there, they're probably going to be like, oh hey, look, free shot, instead of anything else. Oh, hang on, one quick second here. Alright, and back, and it looks like, yeah, no, I was completely wrong. Their accuracy can be worse than 50. It is 38 somehow. How on earth they managed to even put their pants on without missing is a wonder. But, you know, stuff is how it is, I suppose. So, we go this way. You're going to assist on pushing back here. You will continue pushing over here. We've got the two in the building there. I'd assume they're probably just going to take some plinky attacks and call it a day. There really shouldn't be too much that they can do. No, you know, I think we'll have a Sponge crouch just in case. I don't think there's any reasonable chance in hell of her getting hit here. This basic variant with a basic rifle is probably going to take a burst and run. Same thing with that one. Probably burst and hide in the woods somewhere. Another reason why flamethrowers are amazing. Oh, it's even a zappy gun, so yeah, we're fine. And in fact, we should probably... I'm sorry, what? No, that is BS. With all due respect, I am reloading that because that is crap. Okay, so there's a weird mechanical bug where certain alien types can basically insta-explode vehicles, and that was one of them. Normally, the logic is that it just doesn't work, like they can't teleport through it. In that particular case, a xenomorph crawled out of a teleporter and instantly deleted my mech. So you hate to be the cleaner that cleans the toilets of the base? Oh yeah. It would be pretty intense there, but yeah, no. That is basically the same crap that happened to the scimitar that I had. Except in that case, it was a facehugger, which apparently if a tank encounters the same tile as a facehugger, it instantly explodes. So I'm assuming the same logic will apply here with the mech. So I believe I saved right before that turn. But this is what I mean when I say the mechanics were not there for a lot of this stuff to work. So the cheesy stuff sometimes backfires in really weird ways. It's not great. See, because okay, it also varies on a few other things. Like I believe, how did it go? There was some variant in the original where if you stopped somebody on a teleport tile but they couldn't move and somebody teleported in on top of them, they'd get pasted. But that didn't apply to vehicles. So I'm assuming it's the facehugger thing, which eventually turns into one of the xenomorphs. I'm assuming that's why that happened. Because that's the only reason I had it sitting on top of this tile. There we go. And they took more shots that time. How's it going for you? I just found out that teleporting xenomorphs can insta-delete mechs. So, a little bit upset about that, but aside from that, doing alright. Looking forward to Father's Day. Apparently, the kiddos and my wife were doing some stuff yesterday, and they're being all hush-hush about it, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what they came up with. And yeah. Stuff's looking pretty dandy. How about yourself? Oh, and been getting frustrated at the weird mechanical limitations of the mod randomly. It's why they always say to play it honest man, not Iron Man, because stuff will go jank. You are fine? I'm glad to hear about the fine. Yeah, sorry, I haven't been around on the Discord as much. Stopped by the one time, talked a bunch, and then just disappeared. I do that. Again, apologies. Usually don't stick everywhere at the same time. What was I even talking about here? Kind of funny that they have that saved as 2 different audio clips. It's just the different intros for it. This is the Formula Front soundtrack for anyone wondering. That was the one for just online multiplayer, and then they're gonna have one with. There you go. There's the one for test mode. The other one was for multiplayer. The one with the applause was the one for single player. So they're like, yay! Somebody actually bothered to play the single player. We're excited. All right. Capture. Oh, wait a minute. That was a dumb move. That worked out perfectly. Alright. We're not even questioning it. It's perfectly fine. As intended. Alright. This guy is going to get to experience the fun that is minigun. Sweet shield and armor you had there, sir. And then, hopefully we've got a shotgun in there. That little red splotch. Actually, I should probably just go get a zappy gun. Right, you need to swap your guns, actually. Yeah, he doesn't have the points to swap his guns. Yeah, it's a weird thing with these sniper suits, or these scout suits. They're so inaccurate when they're using them, but dang it, they can move so far while using a sniper rifle. Right. Pokral Kama here with his 13% reaction chance. Okay, and Max magically reloaded his shotgun at some point, so sure. All planned, exactly. So, he's got a magical self-reloading shotgun, whatever. Stuff is weird. So, what I'm thinking now, we finished clearing all this out. I don't think there's anything back here. Maybe, like, I haven't seen any shots from Cesians coming out, I haven't seen any Xenomorphs or anything. There's a shoddy over here for somebody to pick up, and then, yeah, we probably just stick the stun launchers back here, take a stun in there. Hang on, it's being weird. Stop being weird, computer. And just go to the next one. There we go. Now we're back normal. It's got a clip from a farmer, probably. Very possibly. I think it's when he came back from being mind-controlled that it didn't know how to parse that information and probably just automatically gave him one. Yeah, I hope my computer's not doing the thing again. Let me go ahead and take some caution saves just in case. Okay. That looked like a facehugger. Which would be BS considering they shouldn't even exist right now. Those things are all supposed to be dead within like 5 rounds or so. Ooh. And we've got a nice Twitch lag going on too. Is everyone getting that? Or is that just on my end? Alright, Max has thrown away a shotgun and run away. I mean, minus the throwing away the shotgun part, that's actually not a bad move for him. And now there's a green line across this... And it had an error with decoding. What the hell? Hold on, everything's busted and nothing's working. Let's see if I refresh it, if it'll go back. Because I think we're about to have corrupted saves again. Please no. Alright. Do a quick little tile scan here. Yeah, if there was a facehugger, I'm not seeing it. I mean, it seems to be good now. Only hope, right? Ah, you know what? Yeah, just go on the roof. Perfect. Perfect! And you see somebody. Who do you see? you see a doctorly variant. I think we already have one. Do we have anyone to capture that just in case? Like, I'm fairly certain we have it. Don't want to straight up incinerate him, so we'll know he's there for now. He's probably going to be running with his dinky little chemical pistol. Shouldn't do anything. Suppose we could pull one of these. Oops. Well, he doesn't quite live anymore. Now let's move this scouty guy. Oh, no. Yeah, you got puppy dogs? Yeah? Well, that's pretty cool, huh? That will probably do. Yeah, how's it running on your guys' end, though? Like, is it still somewhat busted, or is it actually running clearly? Because it seems to be running clearly on playback here. Rude. Rude xenomorph is rude. I think we might just lay into that door if they're already farting out those guys. Like, literally, all we're here for is the ship. Yeah, I might be able to get away with taking a shot on the door, though. Yeah, that'll do. They can fire through the door, for anyone wondering. Right. Evan's gonna get in position here. That's exactly enough points to do that. That shot's for the sake of suppression. Because I wouldn't imagine it would be enough to handle the door. You're going to go right there. This is mostly to discourage them from trying to flank. I don't even recognize this one. Well, supposedly it's from, whatever it is, Master of Arena there. They're going for a flank. They got the one Xeno there. I know we've taken out at least a dozen of those things. They got the big guy there. Don't know how many that counts as. Still a little nervous that somebody's just randomly gonna get eaten by a facehugger or something. Okay. It's a little bizarre, but okay. Okay, door's good. How's your reactions? Not bad, actually. Okay, I'm gonna get 2 flamethrowers ready to run in. Seeing as the door somehow still exists. It's kind of a little tap to make sure that it is what it is. Put him out in front, so that they might be tempted to run out. He's gonna run in. These 2 are gonna run in. Except definitely don't react from right there. That'd be terrifying. And rather than just taking the shots than actually trying to reaction fire and incinerating them both. Man, these guys had a rough time here. And Max is looking like he's in good shape, so he's gonna assist the front. Oh, hello. I mean, that's cool with your 80 reactions, Mech. Don't bother reacting. I'm sure you have them there for something other than decoration. And yeah, we'll let the Mech handle that one. Have everyone else pile on the front door. Funnily enough, even one of these doors that's a vertical opener, if you pile enough units on it, they can't do anything. Winds up being a pretty good idea to handle all of them at one time. And also, wait a minute, what the hell? Why did Cruel Kama show with a shotgun with fire? Oh, because the other guy had the shotgun. 5 reloads would have been for that. Gotcha. Alright. Pylon door, pylon door. Right. Alright, well, I mean, there's some stuff there. Good to know. Alright, one side's completely clear. And then Sponge is going to take a shoddy, go assist with that as well. Because yeah, one shoddy by itself, not going to be massively threatening. Multiple of pretty much any tier are going to be enough to ruin almost anything. I'll put this by the front door so it's the target. A little hard to believe that that's not even the ultimate variant or anything. And yeah, actually having minigun flank might be the better option here. So we'll do that. You... I just take a step forward. In fact, yeah, drop that, pick this up. And yeah, you're reading that right, 900 HP shields. Block his door. He's probably gonna come around, take a few shots at somebody. What I'm thinking is this flamethrower runs around, pops his door open, he runs... Or not. Bravo, ladies and gentlemen. Never played a lot with this mod. As a balance seems to add a lot. The balance is interesting. Like, okay, it's very kind of skewed in different directions. Like, I will say, on paper and in premise, yes, there's some execution bits that the engine can't handle, but most of the ideas and everything else are very solid, yes. So as far as, like, would you recommend it kind of thing? Very yes. Basically, the problems tend to come in from the technical side of things. So, like, for example, earlier, there's facehuggers and xenomorphs and stuff like that in the game, and so the facehugger, in order to mechanically work, essentially has to delete the unit that, like, any unit that comes in contact with it, it will delete it. If a unit steps on it, they're deleted. If a unit is attacked by it, it's deleted. It doesn't really attack so much as just consume. So, essentially, if I'm understanding this correctly, like, it's one of those things where, like, if you try to run it over with a tank, the tank will explode. So, like, that part, little jank, but there's so many cool mechanics going on in this mod that it's seriously worth giving it a try, despite stuff like that. I know it's weird to start off with something that negative, but just take my word for it, it's amazing. Anyway, what was I getting at here? So like, for example, earlier there was a thing where, you know, it teleported one of those that had transformed out of a facehugger, presumably, and then instantly deleted a mech. So, stuff like that, not great, but in terms of the cool weapons it adds, the cool stuff, like equipment and all that kind of things that it adds, yes, awesome. It is a tad on the long side, though. A little bit to its detriment, I would say. Like, I would say I really feel like this run should have been done and over with already. It's possible that had I not tried a speedrun part of it, it well could have. But yeah, I feel like there definitely needs to be a short version. But like, this is really one of those ones that you're in it for the long haul. Let's see, can't wait to see what kind of mods people come up with for Xeno 2. Oh yeah, and they're adding a whole bunch of modding options and stuff like that. So we're hopefully going to be showing off some of Xeno 2 later today also. So that should be fun, since apparently version 13 is when the stream ban is officially lifted. Not that it really stopped anyone from doing it before, but, you know, out of courtesy and respect for the devs and all that. Also, funnily enough, the mech is scared to step on the acidic body there. But yeah, so TLDR version would recommend the mech if you're... would recommend the mod if you're really familiar with how the game works. Like, if you played the original the whole time, you know, you get the general ideas, you know, some of the weird tricks and all that kind of thing, very yes. As an early expansion everything, you know, maybe not so much. Because it seems like folks come from all over the place, so just to throw that little disclaimer out there. Like, you kind of have to understand the armor mechanics pretty well, you gotta... I know I wouldn't have gotten nearly as far in this run if I hadn't understood how door cheesing works. Versus when you just pile everybody in front of a multi-tile door and the AI can't pass through it. Just kind of understanding the sheer amount of firepower some enemies take to take down. Like, at one point during a Terra mission, I literally had to level an entire skyscraper just to get at a few snipers. So, it's one that definitely rewards creative solutions and gives you a lot of tools to work with. Your units are drastically more durable, so are enemy units, so... He's Q. Uh-oh. Road Xenomorph. Alright, Max, come on now. No one's got time for all that crap. Alright, well, the mech can't really do anything anyway, so last hurrah for it. Kapow. Bear in mind, mechs are not a normal thing. I'm about a year into this campaign in real time. Just got access to it. Not that it wasn't available earlier, it's just I just got access to it because stuff happened. We'll leave it at that. This is also technically on the easiest difficulty, though it's the one that they recommend people start with, since easy difficulty is still New Game Plus. I would say, even compared with Insane, it's pretty brutal at times. Holy movement? Oh yeah, these guys get some pretty decent movement in this stuff. Like, this is tier 2 heavy armor. Or wait, tier 3 technically? Because there isn't one for tier 1, and then there's tier 2 would be Predator, and then 2 is Ripper. And I don't know what the last one is, or even if there is. No, there is a last one. I know that one of the researchers mentioned that. But yeah, some of the logistical stuff could use a little work. Personally, I was a little against the needing to rebuild all your rockets from scratch. On the one hand, it's supposed to be balanced in terms of, like, for example, you can only use stun rockets in cases where you've already gotten, like, let's say you get some stun grenades off of Cesians, and then you repurpose each one of those into 2 rockets or something like that, or 3 grenades, I think. Cool in premise, but when you get to the end game, it's such a back and forth war zone that stuff's getting vaporized just to be able to beat the mission, so it kind of falls apart at that point. There is essentially a method that you can choose for infinite rockets, though, so that's, I mean, every detrimental thing about this you can just tweak so that you can do it as you want, and it's actually something that the devs have recommended on stream a few times. They're like, okay, if you know, endgame alloys become a little bit hard to get a hold of because you suddenly need, you know, dozens, if not almost 100 alloys to build something. You're getting like 7 from a UFO. Its initial balance is based off the assumption that somebody's managed to keep their A-team alive all game, but you can sit there and just down fighters all day and just, you know, get stuff out of that. So like now I think I'm getting 50-something alloys per fighter wave. And feeling a little cautious about this particular entrance. These guys have basically no reaction chance, by the way. If they manage to fire, they'll fire. There's a chance, though. Actually, no, this guy is not going to reaction fire. He is going to go over here and sit here and be the sponge for... That's also a terrible idea. These flamethrowers are terrifying. Really good weapons, but just terrifying. Only the minigun's going to fire. It's the most friendly fire-friendly thing in this area. Alright, Mech's just gonna watch the door, as you do. So he seems a bit grindy then, but looks like it improves the game where it was required. Dreadnaught's could have done something his devs missed by being too pure to the source. Yeah, and that's actually some of the cool stuff they're doing for Xeno 2, also. Like, I really, really love the whole role of the organization in Xeno 2. Then instead of like, you are the front line against everything, they're like, no, you are basically just the moral center of the planet right now. Everything's falling apart. You're sitting there keeping morale up. You're a cheerleader for the planet. Don't screw up. I love that as a concept. It's so cool. Such a cool setting. So yeah, more than a little bit excited for Xeno 2, if you can't tell. But yeah, so again, the grind thing is like yes and no. Because on the one hand, let's just say it's kind of self-correcting in that response. Like, if, okay, well, thank you for the snapshot conga line. By the way, their armor's getting shredded with each of these hits. They're not actually invincible, just to clarify that, because it seems a little weird coming off the original here. But yeah, like in the original, your Predator suits could take maybe a couple hits, and then they were back to being normal. In XDiv, like I believe their energy armor right now is like 130 or so. Each of those shots are maybe doing 70, except for the sonic ones that are not doing any mitigation, so they're just shredding armor slightly with each hit. Oh, hello. It's like right there, right now. He's shredding through the 900 health on his shield, as well as all his armor, plus doing that, so... That's kind of how this all goes. Oh, hi! Thank you for standing next to each other. And I'm standing in front of these doors to prevent them from pathing through. It's a little cheesy, but they're usually too barbecued to complain. Alright, we'll see what the last guy does. I'm not really too keen on sending anybody else in. Like, the shotgun might be able to get through, but... Actually, wait, I have another flamethrower. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. Ooh, there's even another guy over there. Neat. Alright. As long as RoboCop is not one of the ones up here, we should be alright. He's the one that's taken the most hits over the course of this fight. Alright, let's see. I've not followed Xeno 2's development. I hope it turns out alright. Kind of want something that will give lots of different scenarios and tactics, even silly ones. Also, XCOM Files being a good mod. Yeah, XCOM Files is just beautiful. Also, if you ever want one for Terror from the Deep, Terrifying World of Silence. I think it might even be by the same people because it feels really similar. But it's the same general concept. Like, where you're functionally speaking it's kind of like a prequel sequel to the original, and it feels good. Actually, XCOM Files, there's one thing I never tested that TWS did, that I'm kind of wondering about. Is there reaction fire melee? Because I forget when and where that came in exactly. I want to say the original didn't, but I think the PS1 remake did, but then... I don't know, and, you know, I really expected him to go for a stun grenade there. Okay. Whatever floats your goats, Mr. Alien Man. But yeah, so as far as Xeno 2, the general concept of it right now, so like, for example, in this one, you know, you're just secret organization doing the usual XCOM thing, all that. In Xeno 2, the way that it goes is that you are... do we take 64? No, we're just going to take this. Is that it's basically a alternate universe version of this, where so the Iceland incident thing that the game started off, instead of causing a bunch of developments right away, there's no discoveries really made from it, aside from developing a radar and developing a fighter jet that can theoretically do stuff, but that's really about it. So there's basically no sudden incident that causes the invasion right away, and suddenly they're in a position where what am I saying suddenly? They're just basically sitting around until 2015, in which they're like, okay, we'll do the invasion now that we actually have everything ready to go. They start attacking, and, you know, the usual, oh crap, nothing works, what do? Let's go get the Xenon / XCOM / whatever situation occurs. So they do all that, and so yeah, you basically start off with better guns but worse kind of like adaptive things. Like in this one, they adapted riot shields because it made sense in the settings. There would have been a lot of them available. It seemed like a reasonable option for blocking stuff. Instead, you actually have to develop riot shields in that one. That's kind of minor stuff though. Settings-wise, the Cold War has been going on until 2015. The world's basically at each other's throats, and every week the Earth is getting a city vaporized from space. So that's kind of one of those cool mechanics. So you're getting cities that are getting instantly lost. You're losing a bunch of reputation there. So you have to constantly like send out agents, and you have to build out outposts nearby them. That's how you're getting all your scientists and engineers and whatever else. And I'll explain it better when we're showing it off later today. There's a lot of cool stuff. Obviously, it's not all quite built yet. Like, it's still in development, but man, the ideas there are super cool. And it seems like the execution's heading in the right direction as well. So, really excited. Alright, not very excited about this right here, though. Gonna put Sponge in a dangerous position. I'm tempted to put Barnes here in the middle so he takes shots. Because I want them to look at the opportunity of the grenade and think, no. Alright, let's hope this doesn't backfire. Oh, hi there, Sudden Praetor. That one's shiny. Why is it shiny? Oh, so it's got like a weird glowy orb thing. Nice. Alright, so he can't run away, he got shotgunned. Engineer. I think we pull everyone out and capture those ones. Oh, he's got a kill rocket, though. Yeah, you've got a launcher. Right, retreat. Not sure why there's a glowy red ball, but whatever. Fudgery. Do you have a stun launcher? No. Do you have a stun launcher? No. Where the hell are my stun launchers? I brought like 4 at least. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Christmas to come early, so kind of an odd situation there. Beautiful. See, these kinds of shenanigans are what XDiv is great for. You get so many moves. I mean, granted, everyone does, but you get so many. So I don't assume he's going to have much of a counter for that. I'll try to get away from the doors to some degree. Well, let's see. Xenot's engine cannot support reaction fire melee, if I remember. No, but original XCOM, like, I don't remember if it did or not. I want to say I've tried it, but I didn't see it actually work until TWOS, in which having reaction knives on people was really strong. Right, is he going to come out? No, he's going to go Psy. Alright, all Psy got deflected. So we need all these guys running around with stun launchers. We're going to want to drag that thing out again. So no reactions. We just need to drag it out. Trafalgar. Let's drop another one of these. Mr. Robocop, your reactions are about 10%. Bummer. Alright. Take a magic reload with Sponge. Probably have her pick up a launcher. Actually, with the amount of psi that we're taking, I'm wondering if it makes a little bit more sense to do this a bit of a different way. I'm just rushing in there. I don't think we have the tiles to pull it off right now. Right, come on. Okay, they're taking a turn to rest. We're gonna switch over to the disarmed one. They've definitely got at least a Scion and some other stuff up there. Alright, we got our tiles back. Do we put Sponge in danger? Because they would have a really good chance to catch the first thing that comes through. Yeah. Which would allow for that launcher to go there. Man, Old Armor Core, why do you have such a weird soundtrack? Okay. Okay, so you reload it. Come over here. This guy can't reload. Totally forgot about Max. I guess we should probably bring him up here. The Sky Dancer is going to stay there. And then Evan can go there. I just gotta hope that they don't pull some shenanigans here. Like, if they don't attack, this should just be a gimme. Like, if we take him, we might not even need the kill rocket if we take a mid-range shot against the Praetor. Yeah, why are his eyes red? They were blue before. Thinking burst him, block the door. Alright. Safe there. Sponge sounds good for door duty. Got her mostly covered. Don't want to risk Steven here, but he's... Yeah, I need to know what's over here. He's gonna stand in the fire and look intimidating. He's probably gonna take a couple shots, might take some damage. But I need to push them back. Also that... Barnes is gonna go there to take some damage as well. Random cough for no reason. Can you snap this? Huh. Interestingly, almost. Don't do it! Don't break it! I need the swirly thing, I think. Don't break it. Alright. Okay, we're in a pretty primo checkmate position here if this works like I think it will. Alright. Because basically what I want him to be targeted. These are very good at blocking even when damaged. He steps out, kind of just chucks one down this way. Before that, though, we're going to have one flamethrower attack on this guy, minigun on whatever else, flamethrower, probably open door, bum rush through this side. Don't know what's over here. Don't know what to expect. Deal with that as it comes. I don't have the tiles to make that happen, though. Not this round, anyway. This might tempt out a grenade. Not the safest move in the world to do that. That's a bad idea too, and I hope this thing doesn't get broken, but I think we've already claimed one of them before. What? Apparently they've still got xenomorphs up here. I wonder if it's a red one, I wonder if it is the one that we need. Like, I'm not remembering that wrong, right? The other ones were blue? Alright, Sponge took damage. That's okay. Open door. Get ready for a nice flank over there. Get rid of that one. Hang on one quick second here. Alrighty, and back. So, see if this works. Okay, there's a lot of good damage on it. Why? What the hell, man? It did. This game's just mean sometimes, I swear. Okay. Rude. Okay, so that'll... I'd prefer some safer shots for this. If he goes here, snaps it at this general direction. Decent chance of a backfire, but it's fine. For context, these things are weak to gas. Again, I'm not sure how he's exactly got a chance to misfire here, but whatever. Alright. Snap him. There's a lot of stun gas. Falcon's just gonna reload. Martin's gonna go over this way because their big like spinny circle thing got destroyed, so much for that. Ooh, Sponge still has a launcher. I'm gonna drop that thing. If we lose it, we lose it. Alright. And back. I think that's going to be our turn. Max here is still trying to get back to the fight. Oh. Yeah, we just got the one Xenomorph running around doing whatever. Alright, we can lock him in there. And it's got blowback doors on both... Yeah! Both sides. Totally left that mag rifle behind. Wait, what? What do you see? Oh. Trafalgar, fix, please. Thank you. Dude, this pathfinding is amazing. I'm sorry, I need to run around the entire universe because this fire that I'm immune to is in the way. Alright, Robocop. Drop some of those shock rockets, please. This guy should be near immune to it. Evan's got a kill launcher, but he's gonna go pick up hers. Oh, thank you, Mr. Man. Appreciate my drink. Yeah? Oh, you want the blue drink? Okay, hang on one sec. Okay, interestingly, that thing is actually getting damage through, despite not doing damage. Because he just took damage regardless of armor. Alright. So that gas is gonna go right there. And I'm assuming that's why that's got that ground dot. That's some kind of armor avoidance mechanic, which... okay, cool. Sure. Why not? Got Troll come out of here. Excellent. Yeah, Robocop got frickin' shredded there. Hoping the shock launcher does something to him. Like, realistically, all I can hope for is that he gets knocked out by stun gas now, because he took a lot of damage. I just don't know what that's gonna amount to in the end. Alright, interesting choice. Alright. Got extreme stun grenades. I want to bring some of those along. In fact, that's going to be the better option here, I think. Drop this down, pick this up. What are you? Head engineer? Yeah, I'm assuming these actually can't be suppressed. Alright, you go there. Hopefully he'll not do anything too aggressive. Alright, you get another stun launcher. Drop that down. Can you snap that? Yes. Yes! Okay, what is that? Fleet leader, whatever that is. Is that a win? I don't know. Okay, the rocket guy got brought back, Snipey didn't. Sponge is back, nice. Okay. I'm very happy with this. So I got the Dreadnaught, got the head engineer. Oh, we didn't have a head engineer, so perfect. And an Ancient Alien Reaper, whatever in the hell that is. Alright, so let current stuff wrap up there. Hang on. First off, what are you up to? Yeah, bomb and run, mothership. We can see if we can get an auto-resolve off, nah. I forget if I actually showed those off last time, the warp driver and the Kestrel and all that kind of thing. Anyway, they're about there. We can give the A-team some EMP launchers, see how they do. Yeah, Sonic Rifle T-170. Did we ever get the new cannon? That looks so annoyingly similar. Nah, well, whatever, we'll just let that team do it. We'll just let it happen. Yeah, that whole impossible to stun thing. Pretty unfortunate. I was testing a thing once to see how much damage, or how many stun baton whacks it took to handle an Andron. I think after like 200 hits or something like that, you can start doing 1 regular damage. I want to say that was not want to say that was on the vanilla version though. It's probably even crazier on this one. Let's get the music turned back on here. Oh, what is this? Thank you, Zivel. Zivel? I don't really know how to pronounce that, but thank you all the same. Oh, crap. Just dropped a thing on mistake here. Got one of these little tripod things I was trying to get fixed. I was spinning it, not realizing it was actually on a little corkscrew thing. Alright, so I'm hoping the locals with all their Sonic stuff will do a pretty good job here. They're going to be running either Rail or Sonic. Jeez. Throat is completely busted, apparently. World's most Viking over here, commanding with his not having a rocket launcher. He's technically got 2, but details. What you doing, kiddo? Yeah. Alright. Let us see how we do. Shiv. Oh yeah, no, they're out there for sure. I've got all their little death Roombas running around. In fact, you know what? If we can probably hold off as long as possible, collect a few guns, and run back, it's a win. I'm very non-confident in their ability to actually take this thing, and I don't think I even have any medkits on them. So I'm pretty sure that that bleeding that they're doing right now is just kind of a death sentence. Usually the strategy revolves around dropping off the dropship, immediately getting a bunch of shots off. Yeah, that's going fantastically. Because then, if you don't, this kind of stuff happens, and then everyone runs away, and it's not great. Oh no, he's one of the lucky ones with a medkit. There you go, just staple gun yourself back together. Pop. He lives! For about the next half a second, anyway. Yeah, one of the things I'd kind of hoped for is that you'd be able to use one of these tanks, like one of the ones that already has a model in-game, but for some reason, no, and I'm not sure why. What's up, Mr. Man? Yeah. Alright, that'll be a tank. Because yeah, the rocket rookie strategy basically means you... Oh? That's a new one. But yeah, basically what it means is you get your first few shots off, their morale goes through the roof, because they're like, oh man, it's a rookie that actually accomplished something. And then you can usually have a few of them running around with 99 plus morale within a round or two, and then as long as you still keep getting rocket snipes, that keeps going. But then if they start going down, it's all over. Like, usually it's enough, those first few rounds are usually enough to keep them going pretty strong. It's a really cool mechanic. Like, that mechanic out of XDiv, love it. Right, that's all the panic we need for now, thank you. Goodbye, robot. More than likely, that tank's just going to get itself wrecked. Alright, pick up your launcher, please. Didn't see any morale jumps from that one, so that wasn't a hit. It's fine, they can do it. They have the technology. I mean, if that's all he's gonna do, maybe the tank actually has a shot. I know where one of them needs to go. He can go pick up his HMG. Actually, if he's standing right next to that explosive tank, there's very much an opportunity for that tank to win. Usually the defender doesn't win 1v1s anymore. Jackson Harvey is fleeing. Fair, I suppose. This one, however... Alright, you're gonna do a little scouting, sir. Yeah, there's one. Well, not the tank I was looking for, it'll do the job. Brilliant. Some of their misfires are just gloriously inept. Oh, apparently they can roll no damage. Great. That's what we need right now. Ooh, you can do that. Beautiful. I don't know why they're suddenly rolling no damage. That's pretty annoying. Especially considering how much of an upgrade these things were marketed to be. It'll win all the things forever, and you should totally use them all the time, and... They're doing 120. We're getting consistent 300s out of the AP Plasmas. These things can do up to 500. But apparently they just decided to suck today. Yeah, this team's probably going back any moment now. Because that is some embarrassing nonsense. There's the drone. Yeah, it would have been nice to take a cargo thing. I'm pretty certain standard cargo is what we need for the Valkyrie. But, you know, you get what you get. This guy can't even fire. Beautiful. See, because now the morale's going up, we're actually doing okay. Yeah, might as well blow it at its feet. This tank's dead anyway. There it goes. Really? I was supposed to actually kill the tank. And I suppose that's realistic. You don't know how much damage it'll do. Alright. You go here. You probably get suppressed. That'd be kind of amazing if we pulled this off somehow. See, like, if I could get the tank around to go spot the drone, it could take care of that. It's good at those kinds of things. Nine. Let's see if we can heal that off, yeah? Yeah, he doesn't have any medkits on him. See if we can get this tank to do some spotting then. Apparently not. Oh, hi. Stealth tank over here. Okay, not abysmal. One sec. Yeah, realistically, this is the only way it's going. None of the others are actually making it out. Yeah, he got injured, but he got stronger out of it. It was worth a shot at any rate. There's an easy shuttle, though. We're not doing that for now. Let's see, improves a little by the carrier, improves on the other carrier thing. This is that one that I got yesterday, by the way. Okay, well, yeah, that didn't give us anything. That sucks. Dense fibers are needed for more ripper suits. These give you anything, not really anything useful. Sonic rifles I probably won't say no to. Particle pulse, we don't have anything for that. Oh, we can DSP a shuttle though. Season leader, similar to the officer. Oh yeah, I forgot I got one of these at some point too. I think that was in the... yeah. It was where it was. It was inevitable. That Sonic Cannon, yeah, 300, are you serious? Alright, so if we get a Cannon Mark III, yeah, it's like, what, 500 or some crap? That's ridiculous. 150 with better accuracy. It's alright. I feel like the cannon would probably be the more reliable one. Anyway, Cesian Head Engineer, please actually give me something useful. Alright, DSP is finished. Go ahead and make me some of those sonic cannons. 48 energy cores, yeah, no kidding. Alright, well I'm gonna want 2 of the Mark III variant, whatever they are. Alright, the Dreadnaught. Well, here you have it, the ultimate expression of alien power. I don't even know what to call it, but I believe the Dreadnaught would be a fitting name, because that is exactly what it is, a weapon of pure terror and pure destruction. See, I always understood the Dreadnaught name as, like, there is nothing for you to dread because this thing is invincible, not, you know, the ultimate power of destruction. A ship that they only bring when they want to obliterate everything no matter what, because it is exactly what this behemoth does, obliterates everything. It is a killer, a planet killer. It's not even a ship of the line. It is not a ship meant to fight. It is a ship meant to bombard and destroy everything in its path. You're not even using it, just showing it off. The sheer arrogance of that makes me cringe. Now that is personal. I promise you, since your flying boy has brought one down, I'll reap all of its secrets, even if it's the last thing I do. If I don't find something in its belly that will help you stop this invasion once and for all, send me down to those gorillas in engineering. Onto the matter at hand, Dreadnaught is an artillery weapon. The difference between the Dreadnaught class and every other torpedo thing / self-directing blah 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 is that it has self-path directing projectiles that can evade planet-sized objects, locate, select, and track different battleship-sized targets all over long distances. They're capable of calculating gravitational pull to a certain degree. What? Even black holes to hit targets, for instance. Don't go over the reliable damage. The hell. This Dreadnaught has a fast-firing weak beam that reliably does damage given over time, together with a single heavy torpedo launcher. The Dreadnaught or planet destroyer weapons, if used, can obliterate half continents in seconds. Any serious resistance gets annihilated in seconds as soon as the Dreadnaught hits its targets. Best defense is not being the target of the weapon. The Terror Dreadnaught we encountered so far is a more diverse weapon loadout, on the other hand, opting for heavier cannon damage and multi-hit torpedoes. For better target lock and less destructive power overall. Let's see. Has the most concentrated firepower and can use tremendous damage, given your opponents can't overrun your defensive position. They shine against any slow structures in space. Yeah, I don't plan to bring down another one, don't need to know all that. I kind of expected more out of that, to be honest. Head Engineer, let's see. Alien Fusion Reactor, Direwolf, and Sentinel. Do we finally get to the armor? fusion reactor, anti-gravity generator. I think we already have those. Get the Sebi engine. Yes! There we go. Finally. Finally! Yeah, we don't need the cargo anymore. I assume that's the final mech, because Timberwolf. Because I haven't seen the weapons go above Timberwolf and then suddenly they became something else. Alpha Wolf armor. Warder armor, Devastator. I assume Devastator is Predator Mark III. Warder is probably Tier 3 Scout. Alpha Wolf is probably Tier 3 other stuff. Give me the Devastator. We've come up with a design for what we think is the ultimate personal armor. While it's closely related to our Predator armor, almost every aspect has been improved on. Research into alloy hardening, along with the armor found on intense andrones, has allowed us to greatly improve the armor plating of the suit. We've even improved its effectiveness against chemical weapons by studying the toxin used by a xenomorph Empress. Its HUD and targeting systems are largely based on those found in Andron controllers, but with some refinements made possible by our research. Incorporated some of the information we gained from interrogation of alien head engineers with the design, believe it'll essentially turn whoever wears it into a walking tank. As if they weren't already. I probably should be... Oh, right. I probably should have... Well... Kinda pull the whoops on that, my bad. Takedo Revenge has gone 460. Yeah, that is sexy. Alright, beautiful. Alright. Give me Warder. I don't think we need Timberwolf just yet. Sonic 3... 72 cores. Yeah, we won't even be able to afford to make more than one of those. Alright. Make me a Sonic 3 then. Oh, actually, before I forget, speaking of cores and things, mass and incinerators. Surely they must have dropped something. Right. Yeah, that's alloys and alenium. All well and good. Huh. Okay, I could have sworn we'd fought something with ballistic stuff. Oh well. Alright, Sonic Mark III is finished. Oh yeah, Mr. Dude? Nothing to do there. Oh, hi there, Mr. Vale. So you thought that was my cat at first? That's a human child, isn't it? Yes. Very easy to mistake the two. Both like to knock stuff off stuff. How's your day going? This is just blue balls in the extreme. One ballistic core. That's all that's needed. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to dissect for cores. Like, you'd think the hybrid, given all of its other stuff, would also drop different types of cores, but no. No, no, no. That'd be too easy. Alright. Can you make some planes, some interceptors, or something? Not really. Probably what I should be having them do is disassemble more energy stuff. dokie. Sir, what are you doing? No. No, you don't do that. I know, it makes a fun noise. You don't do it. Let's see. Going slowly, hasn't quite started yet, even though it's almost 9 AM. Mostly got laundry, chores, and stuff done for everything else. Well, it's something. Sounds like a pretty normal day. So far, been a pretty interesting day. Had a pretty decent start to it. Found we'd ordered this crafting device thing that ended up getting shipped to the wrong place, because of course it did. And then decided to do this, and then we were gonna do its sequel in a few hours here. Kiddos have been all chilled out. Ended up skipping our morning bike ride this morning, just because it's 90 degrees for whatever reason. So, you know, that got thrown out a little bit. And then this run started going astoundingly well, finally. Alright, let's see, Warder. The S7 Warder Scout Battlesuit is an obvious improvement on the Sentinel. Yada yada yada, what's it say? House Psionic Defense, protect 2 times, let's see, plus 10 to reflexes, plus 20 to TU, increases requirements by 10%, side rage is 22. 80 and 60 armor across the board, not terrible. It's pretty darn decent at that point. Give me that better dropship, though. Yeah, dropship's gonna take a long while there. Oh, hang on just a sec, please. Alright, we've got plenty of materials to make warders. Let that do its thing, and there we go, the Devastator. So hopefully the final power armor. Let's see. Have some good news and some bad news. No, wait. Actually, some extraordinary news and some mildly bad news. Okay. The good news is my miracle working skill would come in handy again. Present to you the Mark 12 Devastator personal power armor. Yes, these monkey wrenches down in engineering had some good ideas too. We have in front of you is the ultimate expression of personal tank armor. To power it, I've managed to scale down a reactor. Oh my god, there's a lot of lore behind this thing. Okay, bad news that this is decades ahead of our current Earth technology. I doubt that I can improve this design any further on my own. Even my genius has limits, you know, but on the bright side, we'll either be dead or victorious by the time this design would need further upgrade. Plus an accuracy bonus, plus 60 to bravery, so they can't even panic anymore. Plus 40 health and decreases reflexes by 25, science range is 16. They are immune to bullets and near immune to energy, functionally immune to fire. I think even the flamethrowers can't even get through this anymore. And functionally immune to gas. Best psionic defense capabilities ever seen. Let's see, rampaging around with very high psionic defenses and 4 charges available. You'll rather lose the soldier to lethal damage before succumbing to psionic attacks. I can produce the Devastator from 72 alloys. Yeah, this thing takes a ton. It's quite literally the same materials to make a tank. Alright, do Alpha Wolf. Oh, one sec. Alright. So it looks like we got... Based off everything, I think this actually might be the final armor set. I mean, it's already at the point that I can't imagine making more. We don't even have the dense fibers to make this stuff. It's probably because I keep making mechs. I should probably start maybe not losing them. It's gonna take a few days to get those. Yeah, I'd say material-wise, we have more than enough to beat the game right now. So we'll get a bunch more alloys out of this. We're pretty much only going to bother with shooting stuff down right now. Absolutely no reason to take most of these fights in reality. We're kind of at the same point you'd be around endgame and vanilla here, where there's just, why would you go take the fights? They're more dangerous than the materials you're getting just sitting there. And the financial situation's stable, so... Like, honestly, it's... all these extra planes are a little annoying, but I'd honestly say the optimal way to play this is probably to actually have all these extra bases. Just let them build fortresses everywhere and you just get free alloys. Free alloys, infinite money. It's a super abusable system. Allegedly, it's not as abusable in, in vanilla? Or not vanilla, but in harder difficulties. We'll see about that. Because I feel like once you get to a certain point... Shoot, alright. Alright, I think we'll actually leave this off here for right now, and then in like an hour or so we'll be doing Xeno 2. I just noticed I missed something. Just gotta go get that sorted real quick. So I will see you guys soon. And yeah, with any luck, the next time we do one of these streams, maybe tomorrow or so, I think we should be wrapping the game up. Actually, wait a minute. Just find a Cable Psionic unit. From what I've heard, that spawns in Terra missions. So at that point, we just wait for a Terra mission to spawn, beat it, capture the leader, and just research that, and then it should be endgame, from what I understand. Like I said, even the mod devs that I reached out to didn't seem to be entirely sure. So, yeah. We'll do that at that point. We'll see you soon. Oh yeah, and sorry, I missed your message, Bill. Let's see, yesterday was 98 degrees. Tomorrow should be cool. Tomorrow should cool off for a day. Would be nice to not have 90s, huh? Yeah, I don't know why the Earth is all pissy about insisting on summer being here. I think we can all agree summer is dumb. It should just stay spring. It's just the best way to do it. But no, apparently somebody's insisting that it has to happen. So alright, I'll see you guys in just a little bit here. I'm gonna go get everyone with their lunch and everything else, make a few phone calls, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Stick around.